So quartiles are used to divide a data set into quarters, and quartiles are found in a slightly different way depending on the size of the data set. But the first thing that's really very important when it comes to finding quartiles is that you have your data set in ascending order. So the values that we've got here need to be rearranged first of all into ascending order, and it's just a case of looking along and seeing which one is the smallest one and starting with that one. Now what some people like to do is then just cross them off once you've used them, and then that makes it really clear at the end that you've managed to use every data item. So just listing them now in ascending order, and because I've written them directly underneath, you can see quite clearly that we had 7 to begin with, and we've now got 7 data items. So once we've got them in order, what we want to do is find first of all the median. Now this little rule that I'm about to show you will work for a data set of any size, and what we want to look for here is the position of the median. So the median, in this case, I'll just write this down. The median is at position, so that's the position in the list. This would obviously be first position in the list, this would be 7th position in the list. And the way to find the position of the median is to take the number of data items, in this case which is 7, add 1 to that and divide it by 2. So in this case 7 plus 1 is 8, divided by 2 giving us 4. The median is at position 4, and if you look along the data set, 1, 2, 3, 4, sitting at position 4 is a 5, and you can probably see quite clearly that that has split the data set in half. We've now got 3 items to the left of it and 3 items to the right of it. Then we want to find the actual quartile 1, so we want to find this lower quartile, and all you do there is take your median and ignore it and everything above it and just look at these items that are left. So we've only got 3 of them here, and basically we find the median of this little section. So the median of this little section would be that value there, and then similarly if you ignore the median here and everything before it, we've just got this 6, 7 and 8, and if we want to find halfway along here, the median of these 3 values would be 7. So what does that allow us to say? Well, quartile 1 is this first value here. Quartile 1 has got a value of 2. Quartile 2 was the first thing we found actually. It is actually quartile 2, but that is the median of the original list. So it's got a value of 5, and then finally quartile 3 is this item here, which has a value of 7. So get the data set in order and then use this little calculation to help you find the position of the median, and you'll see why this can be quite useful later on. And then once you've found the median, examine the bottom half of the list to find its median, and then examine the top half of the list to find its median, and that will give you quartile 1, quartile 2, which is also known as the median, and quartile 3.